Hello, welcome back to Derail Valley with Freddy. So, as you've probably seen from the title of this video, we are starting a new series. But what I thought I'd show you to start with is the mods that I will be running on this one. And there is a few. Now, what I ran on my realistic series was Booklet Organizer and Improved Job Overview. And that was it. That was the only two mods I ran on that series, and it'll be the only two mods that will continue on that series. The rest are going to be part of the new series. What we're going to do, I'm going to show you the setup for this. So I'm going to go... We're going to go for a new one. And we're going to go... It helps if I have caps lock turned off. And we're just going to go for a let's play. So we're going to be quite simple, quite straightforward. Not going to do the tutorial because I've done it that many times, and as you've seen, I'm quite good in the tutorial. We're going to go for standard difficulty. So let's have a look. I've not actually had a look at these settings before. We're going to go rain, we're going to go... Oh, right, I can't change any of that, so right, okay. So, where we're going to go? We're going to go on standard difficulty, which is going to give us the external camera. So, without further ado, we're going to get into it. So, I'm not going to do hosting the game, because I do have the multiplayer mod. This is just going to be a single player game. And we're going to kick her off. Now there's going to be some slight changes compared to the normal start with this, because it's modded. But I'll let you see it from the start. Talk you through what my plan is. My plan, unlike the realistic series, this is just going to be just playing. And of course, we've just spawned in, it's midday, and we're in the middle of a thunderstorm. Yay. So, we're in, we have 2,000 in the bank, nice. No fees, licenses. Oh, we were supposed to start with just shunting. Ooh. We've got train driver, which is you get train driver for completing your tutorial. The DE2 license as well, because that's the one you use in the tutorial. And your base one starts with freight haul, which this should have been shunter, so we can shunting. So we got freight haul, which I wasn't planning on. Got train driver, and we got DE2. So awesome. Okay. So starting off, we've got 2 jobs for down to the harbour. Reasonable money. 2 more jobs here for that's a biggie. We won't be able to do that though due to the weight. In fact, I need to set all this up again. So that needs to go on lock, that needs to go on lock. I've got to remember how I do this now. I think it's that one, that one, that one, that one, and we're going to leave the compass up there. So as you can see, we haven't got a lot. So our D2, we can haul 300 tons up at 2%. So this 900 ton job for a 30,000 payout, we can't do it. Could do the one to the left. That's pushing it, so that's 265, and it is raining, so we can only do 250 in the wet. That one's out of the question. That one we could do. Or we could do some of these shunting jobs if we get the shunting license. So that's the route map. As you can see here, this is yellow is the locomotive and the blue is our player. This is something we'll always be able to see now in this mode. So this does make the game a little bit easier, especially for navigating around the map. Now we've got nothing in museum or anything like that. We are on fees, we've got no manual service. So we are literally just very basic start. Just back to what we're used to be fair. Just got to get the D2 out from the station. But first things first, we've got to decide what we're doing. So, license wise, we could get shunting because it's only 1,000. But at the moment, we can only take one job. Just one. We could do the pickup for that one. Do a couple of these jobs. Build up our money. Maybe get the shunting. I think logistics haul might be a bit of a stretch from just shunting. Obviously, a lot of this is going to be out of the question. We really want to get concurrent orders 1. Logistic haul. Shunting. Dispatcher. Because if I go into dispatcher, allows you to operate switches remotely using the schematic map. It is handy, that. It really is. It's not essential, it's just handy. So first things first, we've got to decide what we're doing, which will give us our orientation of our train. So, let's have a look. Well, most of this is going to the harbour, which is annoying. We don't really want to be going to the harbour. But it doesn't look like the game's giving us much of a choice. Just thinking, because there's a bit of a climb here. Could we push it? And we're 38 tons with... That's pushing towards the 300 ton marker. What time are we on? What time are we on? We're on 1. This isn't going to clear up till at least probably 4, 5. Irritating. It's what to do for the best. We haven't got long licenses, so we can't do those jobs. So at the moment, that one's out. That one's out. That one's out. That one's out. That's out because we don't have the relevant licenses. That's out. So we're literally in a tie-up between these 3 jobs. This one we were required to get the shunting license for. Oh, excuse me. Our safest bet would be to take this one. Absolutely, that would be the safe bet. I think that's going to have to be, because the track's going to be absolutely soaked. So, picking up from B10. It's this job here. Yep, that's our job. Right, so now we've decided what we're going to do. We need to get our train. What was the DM? Oh no, it's just S060. Right, so get this turntable turned round. Right, just got to remember. So we're going to come out of Steel Mill. I can't say any of these signals because I don't have dispatcher, so we're going to have to do this en route. So what we're effectively going to do, I won't do it on this map then, I'll do it on this map. We're going to come out of Steel Mill, come down this way, round here. Those that have followed my realistic series, you know this route. Straight in the harbour. It's going to be quite simple and straightforward. The main thing we've got to consider, find the right key. I think I've got this set up wrong. I think I usually have it that way. Main thing we've got to consider, we are going south out of Steel Mill. So as we come out of here, we're going to want to reverse our train up, drive forward, pick up our load, and then head out. That is what we're going to want to do. So, set for our lovely D2. Right, let's get this puppy fired up. As you can see, the brake pressures on this are raised a lot quicker than what they do for realistic. So, on some illumination. There we go. Handbrake off. The blessed. Brings back memories of starting the realistic series. This does now. There we go, we're already up to pressure. It's nice and easy, straightforward. Oh, a little bit of wheel slip there. Can we? Ooh, we can manoeuvre this from inside. Ah, handy. Can't do that on realistic. Got to be outside. So there we go. Off we go, nice and gentle, because it is super wet. Get those wipers up one more actually. Double check, yeah, we're set on switch. That's perfect. So, those who've been following will have noticed I've had a little bit of a break between the end of the realistic series and the beginning of this one. That was just to give my head a bit of a reset, decide on mods properly, and just see where I really want to be going with this. There we go. External view. Yay! Now you'll be able to see the trains going around the corners a little bit better. Oh, that's not the right switch. That next one, that's the one we want. What we're going to do is we're going to go straight through steel mill, out the other side and reverse back up to this job. Because the D2 is front cooled. There's no point us pushing the job along because it will just make the engine overheat. More likely blow the traction motor, which is not what we want. It would be exceptionally bad for us. Ooh. Wrong button. Wheel slip. Trying to put the power down a little bit too fast there. Oh, this rain's going to make things difficult. Right, so we're set on a straight through, right through the centre, and the fog's rolled in now as well. Excellent. That will make things even more interesting. Great way to start the series. But hey ho. And as the patches come out, which is what I'm waiting for now for the realistic series, I'm going to wait for the next patch. This is just going to be to fill the void, keep Derail Valley going, show a bit more, be a bit easier, so with the external camera I'll be able to show a bit more of what's going on. Hopefully get some nice cinematic shots as well for you guys. And hopefully we will be able to get a nice series going. My plan is not to try and blast through this. Just take my time, not worry too much. We'll come across museum pieces and that as and when we do. And there is going to be no rush to this series. It's just going to be play, have fun, probably make more than a few mistakes on the way, as I do. But hey, that's the name of the game. So initially we've got to do everything. We've got to watch every single signal. We've got to watch absolutely everything, change all the signals as we're going, because we don't have the luxury like we did in the realistic one of being that far along and having all the extra bits that just make the game so much easier. Right, so we're going right. Gently on these brakes, that's set left, so that's perfect for our departure. It's always worth keeping an eye on these things. So we're going to back up to this job, hook her up, hand her in, and head down the harbour. Then decide from there what we're going to do. I'm not as intent on doing sort of the big massive runs like I was doing in realistic. I'm trying to maximise what we're doing financially. I'm planning a lot with this is more just chilling out, taking the not so special runs and just playing and having fun. There are a few extra mods that should help out with that, especially the scaling bonuses. So rather than just being, if you're early you get an additional 50%, the quicker you are now, the more of a bonus. So we get this right nice and early. We are potentially in for a very good payday. Oh, look at that. There we go. I that's the brake we need. Just double check. I forgot we can also teleport now a lot further. So we can really disappear. Right, so let's hand this job in. So it's going to be for £8,000 down to harbour to E9I. So for those that haven't seen harbour before, as we come into harbour, we're going to be coming in from this direction, and we're going all the way over to here into E and into E9I. So it's going to be quite straightforward. So hand this in, pick it up. We're going to E9I, and we can now set off. It looks like the rain is clearing. Yeah. So here we go. Load coming with us. As we've just started, we can only do one job at a time. That's it. That is our limitation. I've let the amps drop a little bit too low there. Ooh, traction motor complaining. And a little bit of burst slip, so I'll have to watch those amps again. So, I'm going to come down here, we're going to keep left, keep left, keep left, keep left, all the way to up here, then it's going to be keep right, then keep left. So, very simple, straightforward route. I know this route pretty darn well, I've done it a lot on the realistic playthrough. So, the main thing for the moment is speed. We want as much of it as we can get. There is our train. Sexy little train. I'll mainly be keeping a lot of the external views to areas where it's easier for me to control and less likely for things to go wrong. Having said that, now no doubt I'll do it at some point and something will go catastrophically wrong. Because hey, this is me. Kicker into full power, see that temperature come up. We've got to watch that temperature. Traction motor temperature is key for keeping an eye on, same as the amps. We've got nothing that will actually help us at this point with it. We've got to manage it ourselves. Same as all these signals. I've got to keep my eye on them. Watch what we're doing. So, as the rain is kicked off, turn the lights down a little bit. Apologies. And off we go to harbour. So we've got next turn coming up. I get my switch out and ready. Because what's facing the wrong direction, because we want to go left. Yep, we're going left, then left, then left. So we are sticking with all the lefts. So we're a 50 left, 40, just coming up towards 45 at the moment. Got no dynamic brake on this train. It's all manual braking. We're at nothing to tell us where the back of the train is apart from looking out the back window. Very key for us to watch what we're doing, same as that signal. It catches up on you quickly if you're not paying attention. So we're left again. A little bit of a downhill. We still need those wipers on for the minute. There's still a little bit of haze. We can see there. We're going to be going left. We're going up to a 70. Train's all good behind us. So as I know this is a bit of a climb, do want to keep the good old hammer down. So we've gone left, left and left. As you can see with the blue arrow, we're right on course. We've got a nice long run up here, and it is a run at speed. There's no way we are going to, with this train, get up to the sort of speeds where we're going to have issues. This will be better once we start getting into longer trains. Keep an eye. Temperature's good, RPMs are good, amps are good. We are flat out going as fast as we can. Oh, me knocking the mouse around a little much. Right, I think should be alright to kill the wipers now. Maybe. I don't think I've ever had this train going this quick. My word. Kill off the power now. Let it roll, save some diesel, save our cost. Because we're paying full fees at the moment. Well, not full fees, but we can't do manual servicing. So we're 70, so just bring that speed down a touch. There we go. Below 75. Speed's decreasing. I think we're on an uphill still. Still a bit of rain. Roll. So our next junction coming up in a little bit. So that's going to be our one and only right, and the remainder will be left, 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 all the way into harbour. Very simple, very straightforward. Very easy run to harbour, to be fair. The wheels complaining a little bit, the speed, as they do. Going around the mountain as she comes. Right, coming up for a 60. So, still need those wipers. Kick on a little bit of brake because this is where I'm going to start entering the first of the 40 limits. See, I can't see what the signal's set on, and it's set wrong. There we go. Now set correctly. We're a 60 limit into a 70 limit, which is soon going to become a 40 if I remember rightly. 60 initially. I never tire of doing that. At 40, so we need to get brake on, we need to slow the frick down. We're going way too fast. got to monitor that speed. Fortunately, we haven't got the digital speedometer, so we haven't got an exact, so we just got to trust the analog. Keep a good eye on it. Wait for the train to clear the back. I'm going to actually accelerate on this bit. Try and go and get there as quickly as we can. I don't want this episode to drag on too long. Just kick it up to that sort of speed. Normally I'd take all of this at 40. Kick a little bit of speed off there. Keep us below 55. I'm to gauge it. Normally I'll take this section at 40 because a lot of the trains I've been running on the realistic, for those that have been watching it, you know the sort of lengths of trains I've had down here. By the time I've been able to accelerate, we're straight into the lower speed limits again, so it's just been 40 all the way down this section. Right, back to 40 again. There we go. Try the wipers off again. So I've not set myself any goals to start with. It's just going to be the usual thing. Let's build up some money, let's get some licenses, let's get some extras. Let's build ourselves up, get multiple units, pulling bigger loads, pulling in more money. Then we can start looking at museum pieces. The other thing we have with this one, we can actually buy locomotives. So we can have more that we own and paint ourselves than what the museum allows. Oh, so we can get some nice funky colours going on, and all things looking similar and the same. If you guys have got ideas for what you would like to see colour wise for some of the locomotives, let me know in the comments. Love to hear. Keep left ahead, that's perfect. I know for a fact this is a 40 corner, and it's 40 both ways. Straight level here, then it was going to start going downhill into harbour. It's 40 all the way down. View I never tire of. The harbour looks so pretty. I'm just flicking the brake on and off. Keep it rolling nicely. We're going to see the speed coming up. Bring that speed back down again. Try and balance it so it holds nicely. Finally done with the wipers. Look at that, we use practically no fuel, maybe nearly quarter of a tank. Nothing to get down here with this load. Very easy, very straightforward. The harbour is one of the best places to do shunting work because there is just so much that needs doing. Put that off there. See us fully coming into the harbour. military base all closed off because we do not have access. I'm going to have to watch what I'm doing now. Right, so we are going E9I. So left here, left again, and into E. Which you've got to hope E9I is empty. Quite often the intake lines are empty, but never count on it. Guaranteed the one time you count on it will be the one time it's not empty, and you can potentially start making mistakes. So left on this one, because that's down into C yard. Know that yard exceedingly well. Do a lot of U-turns in there because it's huge down there. For those that have never seen it before, it is absolutely massive. Usually a hazardous yard. When it's that long, you can do a lot of turning around. Right, so left here, left on this one. We want right, I think, yep. I think it's that one. Bring the speed down a little. No, it's not that one. It's that one. Nope, I was right. E9I is empty. That would take us onto E10. Just going to have to back her up a bit. She doesn't like the wheel slip. Now thankfully we don't have to drag it all the way up through. Just need to drop her off into E9I. We just need to make sure the back of it is actually cleared. So we'll go up a little bit. Won't be going to the store yet. We've got plenty of other things to be spending money on, like licenses. Because we want multi-unit, we want concurrent orders, we want dispatcher, we want shunter. There's lots of bits we want to be able to make money. I've got to guess where the back of the train clears, so I reckon around about there. What we'll do when we come to collect the train, we'll drive forward, reverse back, depending where we're going. So we're going to go handbrake on, fuel cut out, no point wasting diesel whilst we're handing in. And look at the speed we can fly across to hand this job in now. Oh, with great ease. So we will have earned, ooh, that nice 12,000. So that's tasty. That's brought us up to 14,000, well, just shy of 15,000. Nice. Right, be leaving episode 1 there. And in episode 2 we shall have a sort through here, decide what we're doing, probably have a look at licenses and start making some progress. So until then, I'll see you soon.